gosh, you're at the hospital. It's okay, sir. You're gonna be okay. We just need to give you an organ transplantation, specifically your right kidney. But oh no, wait, what's that? We have no kidneys. But have no fear, we will do a xenotransplantation. Alright, I'm glad to see you're doing okay, and now we only have a bit of time left before you might pass away, so let's clear some things up.
What is xenotransplantation?
Well, you see, xenotransplantation is the process of transplanting tissues, organs, or cells from one species to another.
So, like an animal?
Precisely. The issue with transplantations is some patients must wait years until they find the proper organ, and in some cases, the patient doesn't have years.
Well, it does sound like a great idea.
By great, I hope you mean phenomenal. Think about all the opportunities. Xenotransplantations could potentially provide an unlimited supply of cells, tissues, and organs for humans. Any disease that is treated by human-to-human transplantation could potentially be treated by xenotransplantation. Organ xenotransplantations could include whole hearts, lungs, livers, your kidneys that you need, or even a pancreas. Tissue xenotransplantations could include skin grafts for burn patients, corneal transplantations for the visually impaired, or bone transplantations for limb reconstruction. Cellular xenotransplants may provide treatment for people with diabetes, Alzheimer's, or Parkinson's disease. Pancreatic islets are killed from diabetes. It is said that dead islets can be replaced with living islets, which will eventually restore the levels of insulin, of course, in your body.
So you're going to do a xenotransplant on me and give me a new kidney?
Well, the issue is, it's not that simple. As of now, we only use cellular or tissue transplantations, like replacing heart valves from those of pigs. This is quite common, which many people receive. But back in 1984, Dr. Leonard Bailey tried to do a transplant of a heart of a baboon into a baby. Unfortunately, the baby only lasted 20 days.
So clearly there are some risks involved and still much more research that needs to be done.
Yes, there certainly are some major risks involved, and one of the major risks include immune rejection. Scientists are worried that a new epidemic of disease will cause an outbreak to society. If the bacteria from the animals become harmful once it is transplanted into the patient, one thing scientists have been trying is inserting human genes into animal cells to make them more acceptable to a patient's immune system. A major concern is a retrovirus found in pigs called porcine endogenous retrovirus, or PERVs for short, which is specifically found in pigs, as I mentioned. Although it is harmless in pigs, scientists worry that in humans, the virus may activate, creating a new human disease, which, of course, could be very bad. And if this happens, it could not only be a threat to you, but also the community. This is one of the major concerns that scientists are worried about, and this is why we aren't going much further on xenotransplantations. But that being said, a study of some 150 patients, 150 who have had pig transplanted tissues or had their blood pass through pig cells, have shown no evidence of infection with PERVs. So, that being said, there are still some good chances that xenotransplantations could eventually happen.
So what you're saying is that the main problems include keeping the human body's immune system from rejecting the animal organ and ensuring the new organ functions properly.
Yeah, that's correct.
So what are the problems with our immune system that xenotransplantation face?
Alright, well, for starters, the human body was designed to destroy anything it recognized as foreign. The body seems to have 4 different rejection processes. Firstly, when transplanting a full organ, the body quickly destroys the organ, often within hours, because it recognizes a specific sugar molecule called galactose alpha 1,3 galactose, and other key molecules on the organ cell that is considered foreign. Second is delayed, which happens in your vascular tissue. So, yeah. Over months, the blood vessels of the transplanted organ are attacked by antibodies and immune cells. The cause is not fully understood, so we're not going to talk too much on that one. And thirdly, acute, which happens in your cells. Over months, the T cells of the immune system attack the transplanted organ. And lastly, fourth, chronic, the progressive destruction of the transplanted organ over months to years, possibly to antibodies to the organ. This process is also not fully understood.
So what is it we have to do to make this amazing process work?
Well, to start, scientists are making animals more compatible with the human. Animals are being genetically modified to knock out genes that produce cell parts which the human immune system would reject. There's already been some success. The gal gene has been knocked out of pig DNA. Another thing is pigs are being cloned to produce new lines of pigs which are cloned to be more human-sized. So miniature swine, we like to call them, and they have genetically more compatible organs. Also, what we're doing is we're inserting human DNA with pig DNA, so the pigs inherit some of the human DNA. This allows the pig's organs to be transplanted without rejection. Pig embryos are injected with a small solution containing this small amounts of the human DNA. The embryos are injected with the human DNA so rejection doesn't occur. In order for the body to recognize the organ, it must contain proper antigens. This embryo that was injected with the human DNA contains those proper antigens, specifically 5 regulatory proteins which help restrain the proteins in the human body from attacking the new organ being transplanted into the pig organ transplanted into the human. Also, for some cell xenotransplants, cells are being encapsulated so that they are far less likely to be rejected.
Don't get me wrong, I love my bacon and all, but isn't that a bit mean to poor little pigs?
I hear what you're saying, but if you look at this in the long run, we'll be saving so many more human lives. I don't mean to classify pigs as a lower being, but pigs are able to produce large litters very quick. Their DNA makeup is also very similar, yet not too similar to human genes, and their organ size is about the same. So really, it's pretty perfect. The only issue with pigs is they say they age 39 times faster than the average human. So this is a bit questionable on how long the organ will last inside humans. Another concern includes a list of legal agreements you must follow, such as not donating blood, not having kids, and you have to have an autopsy after death. That way we can see if it was the cause of the new organ being transplanted or some other reason. And there's always the concern of cost. For example, a rough amount of $80,000 would be the cost of a new pig heart, approximately. Also, I'd like you to keep in mind the process is so far not prohibited in Canada. To conduct a human clinical trial, a sponsoring company or a research institute would have to apply to Health Canada for approval before proceeding. No clinical trial involving xenotransplantation has been approved by Health Canada so far. Although this process is not yet allowed in Canada, there are other countries, including the US, Belgium, Spain, and Germany, that have planned the work of xenotransplantations. Yet again, they also have FDA approvals that aren't too happy on the case so far.
So it looks like I have some thinking to do before I just jump into xenotransplantation.
First of all, it's xenotransplantation, but you're very good try. Like any surgery, there will always be the chance of implications. We cannot guarantee 100% success, but it may be your best bet at survival. So, as you can see, we hope you rest up, and hopefully in a while you will get a new kidney. But as for now, we will not be performing a xenotransplantation. So hang in there, kid.
What more could you ask for?
Help me, I'm dying! Oh, well, I hope you guys learned a lot about xenotransplantations today, but I best be off to save someone's life.
50 on my rolling on yours phony. Last problem I had